Hello everyone, welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. Today, or a while ago, I recorded this match on a lowbie character. You can see I'm level 19 and figured I'd make a video about it just because it was kind of ridiculous as far as the bolster went. You can see me getting globaled there. Granted, it was kind of like a 1v8 situation, but you know, at a higher level you would have been able to survive that. So later on I ended up checking out like the stats for Bolster, and I believe I was at 400 expertise. Part of this is probably because I didn't have a lot of gear equipped, but then again, gear really wasn't available at that time, especially until you completed Introduction to War Zones. So a problem with this is the first taste of PvP to like newer players or someone who hasn't PvP'd is that they are going to have no expertise and be completely wrecked. You can see here I've, kind of chose my target. I picked a level 21 pretty close to me. I'm whacking away at him, doing a little bit of damage, and then with a rail shot and an unload, he basically completely finishes me off. And there's like nothing I can do. So, yeah, I don't know about that. And of course I died at a bad time, so now I gotta sit in this the queue thing and wait back here for a while for everyone to catch up. And I was just kind of thinking that the bolster should, put me at 1700 expertise at least as a low level, someone under level 20 and with no gear anyways, instead of leaving me at the other end with 400, because people who maybe this is their first experience with PvP and they just get completely wrecked might not come back to it. Which for me, someone who wants the PvP community to grow, is a little bit concerning. Anyways, we are still waiting here. Not really a whole lot is going on, or that I've taken part in. I basically just died twice and have been sitting around the rest of the match. But they're about to get the bridge. The nice thing about lowbie PvP is it's kind of hit or miss with the, whether you play the objectives. So a lot of people are just kind of concerned with one thing, and sometimes it's bad. If your team's the one not doing anything, you can get totally face rolled, but that also means that you as like an individual can kind of carry a lot of the team as far as objectives go. So I've been picking on this 33 here. It's kind of a 2v1, and with my one cooldown that I just used there, I think it's called dodge on the Republic side. It's evasion for operatives. And, again, couldn't even bring one of them down, which by my standards is kind of sad. But, whatever. And worse than that, we got stuck behind the gate. Though at least we get to check out Mr. Prototype's HK's armor. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, it could be worse. As far as the look he's going for, it's not too bad. And now we're just sitting back here. Let's see, I forget which side I go to. Yeah, so I'm going back here because I had a feeling they were capping. I was able to stop that before getting knocked back. And then now that the rest of my team's kind of here, I went back to this 36. I think he's healing actually now that I look at it. Don't know why he's force storming though, that's kind of silly. And then, yeah, so I've been just whacking at him and really nothing's happening. It's getting a little low. He's just gonna run away and heal, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it by now. Yep, looks like he's gonna finish me off. Somebody is. Who was it? Rapid shots? Ooh, that's the worst way to die. And let's see. Yeah, the door's going down at this point. But, that's how lowbie PvP is. You don't get stalemated very often. And sorry about that. Don't know if you heard my phone go off. But, the game really moves in lowbie PvP. It took 3 of us to bring him down, so touche to that guy. Doing not too bad. This guy runs and hides behind the corner, but, I see that. So he's not going to get away with it. And why at 95% he felt the need to rapid scan, I'm not really sure. But I mean, whatever floats your boat. Used my evasion again, basically the only thing I have, minus my kick. Don't even think I have an interrupt at this point. So yeah, things are not going too well for me. Getting totally wrecked this match. There's another one. Another unload, I believe. Kind of hard to read that from this narrating screen. Yeah, so you can see my expertise there. I think it's 450, 480. The thing I'm using to narrate is kind of blurry, so. But anyway, it's not a lot, and it's certainly not what it should be as a level 19. If anything, you should have more expertise than the level 20s and 30s, because you lack abilities and rotation and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not letting this guy go. I bring him down. Eventually, I go ahead and flashbang him, because why not? But he hits me right back, and I'm going down yet again. I don't have my cloak out either. Don't know what it's actually called on either side, but the one where you exit combat, don't have that. But I do have persistence, and I'm going to keep going after this guy. He's actually a pretty decent player. He kind of knows what he's doing as far as running around and whatnot. Maybe not great. He has some stuff to do, especially with the healing, but still, not too bad. So that was us getting absolutely face rolled the first round, but the second round, I believe, goes a little bit better for us, just because our team kind of got on a roll there and was able to mow down a few doors without me getting globaled. So I decided to be that dude and just asked if everyone goes left. I put the question mark there, but really I'm just saying, yo, everyone go left. Don't always suggest being that guy, but every once in a while, you need it. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and go out kind of wide so I can see who's jumping down. And this guy, I just want to get him, so I went ahead and marked him. Really for no reason, but nobody really needs to know that. Because, yeah, he deserves it. He needs the challenge. And you can see their kind of reaction was a little late there. And that guy thankfully gets jumped to, which allows us to get a door right away. That person jumping there basically saved us. And at this point, there's not much they can do. This door is going down. So now that that door's down, the four of us are just gonna finish that guy off. And I'm still in combat, but I think that, yeah, there that goes. Then always run across to the other side, especially if you're a stealth character, because everyone expects you to attack the same side. So if you get over here without them knowing it, you can see, right now it's just me and this person. There might be someone stealth, but yeah, there's that guy behind me. But you can see, another operative who figured it out. Scoundrel, sorry about that, not an operative. Fortunately, they're not really doing a whole lot to help, but that's okay. Oh, maybe that was an assassin. Shadow. I don't know. But you can see that you kind of overwhelm them because everyone goes to defend that other side. And we get the bridge just like that. And you're going to see me do something very similar right now when I'm going to switch sides on this too. So the bridge is down and everyone's going to rush to defend this door that the bridge is on. So what you're going to do is cross over here and run underneath. And you can see these guys are all going to run over to that door where they're expecting people to run into. And then you just go and grab this one. More often than that, it works. So you can see here, by the time anyone realizes, I've already gotten the door. And at that point, they were probably running over here because we had that other bridge down. And then it's easy enough to defend, even with the low expertise. Yeah, you can see me getting face rolled pretty hard there. I probably should have waited to respawn and then jumped out ahead of everyone on the other side, but I was kind of eager to respawn. You should also wait to respawn in higher level PvP, especially if you're with someone who has a combat res, because in regular war zones you can do in combat revives, or like stealth revives. That stuff works, but nobody does it. So I'm just kind of saving myself after getting totally wrecked again. At this point, I personally have basically lost my momentum of running ahead and grabbing stuff without anyone noticing, but that's alright, because this is the section where, you know, once stuff goes down, then the other guys are stuck behind the gate, so we just gotta finish them one at a time. He's rapid scanning behind there again, but he walks out into 3v1, and you know, it's kind of game over for him. And we got the door, so for once I let him go and move along after this guy. So right there I was kind of thinking which one I wanted to go to. I went ahead and picked this one because there were not any visible people watching it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this guy ends up stopping me. And then this, it is a shadow, okay. They could have probably helped out a little bit more, but that's alright. You know, like a simple CC back there would have probably let us get the door and win. But now we're in the door grind. They've kind of picked up their positions to defend it, and we're not going to be, you know, sneaking by anything. And there we go. Was that that might have been an 11k hit, maybe? If I'm reading that right? It's either 1000 or 11k. If it is 11k, that's really impressive. Yeah, I think it was. So I'm attempting to go ahead and just switch sides here. Got a lot of people running around in the middle, which isn't maybe the greatest thing, but I guess it keeps them off the doors a little bit. And again, that shadow just kind of not doing a whole lot there. Alright, now we have 40 seconds left, 35. We finally cleared this door, and it looks like we are going to get it. Just in time, maybe. So, looking at that, we got 6 seconds between the doors open and between when the match is over to get to that other end. So knowing that everyone's going to rush to that door and slow things down over there, I'm running to this door, which opens as well, and I'm going to try and sneak in there and grab that. So I flashbang them, which may have actually been a bad idea. It kept them from leaping me and CCing me, but it made me run slower because I was in combat. And I was so close to it, and unfortunately it wasn't quite enough, and we lost. And then when the scoreboard pops up here in a second, you can see that despite like everything I did, I only did like 500,000 damage, which was pretty bad. And we basically, as a team, got pretty much wrecked there, so that was that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully the bolster problem kind of